right, man. So Tua goes in on Coach Brian Flores. Now, apparently, what you got to understand too, the Bill Belichick's coaching tree is one of the worst coaching trees of all time. It's not the Parcells coaching tree or nowhere Popovich coaching tree. It's one of the worst coaching trees of all time. For Matt Patricia flopping, Charlie Weiss flopping in Notre Dame. I mean, we can go on and on and on in the flops that he done. Romeo Crennel flopped as a head coach in this league. Josh McDaniels flopped a couple times. You know what I'm saying? In this league. I mean, what's the dude? Used to coach for the Houston Texans and went to Ohio State. Jesus Christ. He was the OC for them. I forget his name. He flopped. He had probably the most success, to be honest. Is it Bill O'Brien or something like that? I forget his name. But he probably had the most success out of any of their coaches, to be real. That I could think of. Oh, Mike Vrabel. But I'm not sure he came from the Belichick coaching tree. I know he played for Belichick, but let's just say he did. So Mike Vrabel was probably the most successful out of the bunch, right? And then maybe Bill O'Brien, if that's his name. I don't know why his name escaped me. But for the most part, Tua basically said that Brian Flores told him he sucked and he didn't deserve to be a quarterback. And a lot of times you find out about Patriot coaches, they don't know how to communicate with people. That be the problem. They don't know how to communicate. They don't have social skills. We seen it with Matt Patricia. I'm a Detroit Lions fan. Check out my Detroit channel, Motor Street Sports Talk. And he told Darius Slay, because he was giving a cornerback some praise. I forget what corner it was. I think it was like Talib. No, it wasn't Talib. It was a particular corner. He was giving praise and how good he was and all that. He was like, he told, Darius Slay, stop sucking his stuff. He told him that, stop sucking his stuff. You know what I'm saying? To another man. He told him he told him also, you ain't as good as them. You ain't them. And it's to the point like, damn. Ooh, I mean, man, come on, man. You lucky he didn't knock you out. Them fighting words. You call a man a B word. You tell a man to stop sucking somebody's stuff or whatever, man. Them fighting words, cuz. Them are fighting words. Them are fighting words. Tell me I'm wrong. Like, you ready to fight. So I find that kind of funny. Them is fighting words, but let's continue on. So Tua isn't holding back when he disdain for Brian Flores any longer. Said Dolphins opened up about the former coach in an interview with Dan Levitar's show on Monday, calling him a terrible person. Quote, if you woke up every morning I told you sucked at what you did, what don't belong, you don't belong doing what you do. He said you shouldn't be here. That's the guy this guy should be here. You haven't earned the right, Tua said. Quote, then you have someone else come in and say, dude, you're the best fit for this. You're accurate. You're the best whatever. You are this. You are that. How would it make you feel listening to one or the other? You see what I'm saying? And I'm telling you this, it's just a generational gap, bro. That's a generational gap. You see the difference between how they respond to certain things and when we was growing up and other generations respond to certain things. They don't respond to them type of critiques. They don't respond to those critiques well, y'all. Like when they used to tell us like, oh, you ain't shit. You'll never be this, that, and the third. And woo, woo, woo. That's why they changed the way they talk to them in the military. These kids today, they can't operate under that pressure. Back in the day, we used to have to operate under that pressure. Our parents used to be hard on us. Our coach used to be hard on us. Oh, you ain't run it again. And that kind of motive that we was built different. That motivated us to do it right. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine Joe Jackson trying to raise his kids today, trying to raise Michael today? Michael will run the CPS. It wouldn't be no Jackson 5. These kids today, when they challenge like that, they shut down. So you got to make the adjustment to be a coach today. They like positive talk. Oh, you threw 10 interceptions. You'll be better next week. That Patriot way is that old social standards. They talk to you like you ain't shit. That's just what it is. You know, that's just what it is. You know, and these kids today, oh, they go crying and shit. You know, they go crying. You know, so yeah. So that don't surprise me none. You know, so that don't surprise me none at all. But let's continue on. So he played the clip, so I ain't gonna play it because I don't know the rights to it. He said, so he said, you hear it regardless of what it is, good or bad. Tua said, he said, you hear more and more. You start to actually believe that. I don't care who you are. You can be the president of the United States. You have a terrible person telling you things you don't want to hear, and things you shouldn't be hearing. You are going to start to believe that about yourself. That just shows you how weak you are. I agree. Negative energy is bad, but you don't have no self-belief. That's what he's talking about. I'm about to go ball. I'm about to prove him wrong. That used to be our mentality. That's sort of what ended up happening. It's been 2 years of training that out of not just me, but the guys that's been here since my rookie year. And you can't treat guys like that no more. You can't motivate them like that no more. Mike Singletary found that out. They soft. And you gotta handle them. You gotta handle them with kid gloves. He said something else I want to speak on too. Let me see. I seen that he said something else. And that's why they went with Mike McDaniels. He said something, but to be honest, to keep it real, like, he ain't that good. He ain't that good. I'm gonna say that. He ain't good. I'm gonna say that first and foremost. He ain't that good. They gave him every weapon imaginable. Everything is perfect around Tua, and they still can't get over the hump. Let me say that. He ain't that good. He ain't that good. They gave him every weapon imaginable. He said also, Tua, Brian Flores told him, you suck and you don't belong as QB1. And to be honest, he don't. He not that good, bro. I don't know why people acting like this is so far fetched. He ain't that good. Oh, he's winning football. Like, he literally got every weapon imaginable. He literally got every weapon imaginable. Of course, he should be ruling that. He should be ruling that division. That dude got every weapon imaginable, and they still, he got Waddle, Tyreek, running backs, Akon, Morster. He got every weapon imaginable. And as soon as it's a light breeze outside, as soon as it's a little bit of a breeze or a little cold, he garbage. I gotta keep it funky. He ain't that good. And I know a lot of Dolphin fans gonna come in here defending him. Until he can win in the cold and win in a playoff game. You knew when you heard that game in Kansas City was gonna be cold like that. You knew they had no chance. You knew it. But hey, check out the NFL playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and plenty other places. Check out the Patreon. Guarantee you won't be disappointed. Peace.